The Medium is easily one of my most anticipated games of 2021. And while I haven't unfortunately had a chance to play it myself, I was recently invited to attend a hands-off preview hosted by some members of Bloober Team, the developers behind this upcoming psychological horror title. This is Miles with Windows Central Gaming, and here's what you should expect when diving in to The Medium. The first and probably most important aspect Bloober Team stressed about The Medium was its focus on true psychological horror. Telling a compelling story filled with layered characters, engaging interactions, and cerebral, slow-burn horror was fundamental for the early development of this title. This isn't a carnival of jump scares or cheap horror cliches, but more of an exploration into the twisted lives of the characters in this story. Our lead, Marianne, must use her spirit abilities to help free tormented souls. Due to the importance of the game's storytelling when it comes to delivering on the vision for The Medium, the team has been very tight-lipped about many key plot details to ensure players enjoy a satisfying and shocking initial experience. Fans of classic Silent Hill games will really appreciate the commitment to slow, methodical horror.
Stay with me. Stay.
Because of this emphasis on more nuanced scares and tension, players shouldn't expect traditional combat in The Medium. Unlike games like Resident Evil or even Silent Hill, our protagonist Marianne isn't equipped with any firearms or melee weapons, but instead harnesses the power of her spirit abilities to fight off seemingly overwhelming obstacles. While most of your powers, like out-of-body experience, will focus on interacting with the spirit world to solve elaborate puzzles, you do have skills like Spirit Blast, which can stun enemies, or Spirit Shield, which can burn insects, giving you some means of fighting back. Players hoping to run and gun their way through The Medium should know that traditional weapons won't be able to help against the creatures you're fighting. And if you're wondering about progression or RPG mechanics with these spirit abilities, after speaking to Bloober Team, it sounds like most will be available at the start of the game, and it's up to the player to figure out when and how to use them.
Ready or not, here I come!
Much of the marketing material for The Medium has showcased the innovative dual reality gameplay mechanic, which plunges players into the real world and spirit world simultaneously. While this feature is arguably the biggest draw for the game, it also introduces some of the biggest questions. How does this work, and is the entire game split screen? Duality and balance are two key elements of design and storytelling in The Medium, and because of this, it sounds like our time will be evenly distributed between the different dimensions. 1/3 of the gameplay will be in the real world, another third will be in the spirit world, and the final third will be in both simultaneously. From what I've seen so far, this world-hopping mechanic creates some really inventive puzzles and chase sequences that give the player a lot of flexibility. Survival horror purists will be happy to hear that to keep players from getting terrible motion sickness from the split-screen controls, the entire game is played with fixed camera angles. This may take some getting used to for newcomers, but it creates some gorgeous set pieces and gives the game a very cinematic presentation. As it stands, The Medium will be our first fully next-gen release on Xbox's new consoles. It's scheduled to release on January 28, 2021 for Xbox Series X, S, and PC, and is also launching into Xbox Game Pass on day one. In a recent interview with Bloober Team, I asked about their experience developing for these new consoles and what capabilities they unlocked. This is where I learned that the dual reality gameplay idea had been around for years, but the team was unable to deliver on their vision because of hardware limitations. It sounds like these new consoles and advancements in PC hardware have finally helped make their dream a reality. As a huge survival horror fan and a big supporter of previous Bloober Team efforts, I can't wait to get my hands on The Medium. What are your thoughts on The Medium? Will you be playing this psychological horror game at launch? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. For more Xbox and PC content, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.